My blood sugar is okay in the morning, but it is much higher later in the day. What can I do? Let's talk about it through a few examples. The first example is a gentleman with type 2 diabetes. He takes metformin and Actos. His blood sugar was well controlled before breakfast, but jumped up to around 250 to 300 at bedtime. Why does this happen? His blood sugar went up during the daytime, and then it dropped overnight. Since most people do not eat when they are sleeping, we can say that his blood sugar tends to drop when he was fasting. So the jump in the blood sugar during daytime is likely related to something he ate during the daytime, although occasionally stress in the daytime can also drive the blood sugar up. He began to check blood sugar before eating and 2 hours after eating certain foods. Try to figure out what kind of food was responsible for the jump. After experimenting with a variety of foods, he found that peanut butter sandwich drive up blood sugar the most. So he decided to only eat half a sandwich, and he used wheat bread to make the sandwich. His blood sugar at night is better now, but still running around 200. Now what else should he do? Since diet alone was not enough to lower the blood sugar, at this time, we should consider adding medications, for example GLP-1 agonist, sulfonylurea, meglitides. Please refer to my other videos for the details on these medications. Or he can find out which meal of the day is his biggest meal, and take short-acting insulin like Humalog or Novolog before this biggest meal. For his situation, we finally decided to use Ozempic. It is a diabetes medication that reduces appetite and pushes your body to make more insulin. Then his nighttime blood sugar came down to the 150 to 170 range, which is a reasonable number. This is a lady with type 1 diabetes. She used insulin pump. The basal rate is 1 unit per hour. The carb ratio is 1 unit for every 10 grams of carb. Her blood sugar is in the low 100s before breakfast, but jump up to 250 to 300 before sleep. You notice that her blood sugar jumped higher during the daytime and then dropped overnight. Since she does not eat during sleep, we can say that her blood sugar drops when she's fasting. So the rise in blood sugar during the daytime is most likely due to a mismatch between insulin dose and meals. Or in other words, she needs to take more insulin for the same amount of food. She compared her blood sugar before each meal and 2 hours after, and found that blood sugar jumped the most after lunch. That means for lunchtime, she needs to take more insulin for the same amount of food, or eat less for the same amount of insulin. Therefore, we change carb ratio for lunchtime from 10 to 8. Now she will take 1 unit of insulin for every 8 grams of carb instead of 1 unit of insulin for every 10 grams of carb.